Hey everybody, I'm coming back from just hanging out with one of my friends, chilling out, just talking, getting stuff off my chest. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about sleep patterns, I guess, and the dreams I've been having lately. I don't know why I'm having these. I think it's more of my subconscious trying to heal itself and let me heal because I want to heal. But the first dream, and if y'all have any idea what these things mean, please clue me in. I'm a big believer in dreams mean stuff, but I can't find anything. Because I used to get on the web and kind of use I think it was dream moods or something to kind of decipher my dreams. But here's the first dream. One thing is I'm a recovering alcoholic, and that may have something to do with this first dream. But anyway, I was at a local parts store just outside. This is where the dream picked up. And I happened to look across the road, and there was my ex-narc. And her vehicle had broke down. And a tow truck came, picked the vehicle up. They brought her a different vehicle. It was an ugly van. It was probably like a Ford van, probably like an E350, 250, something like that. Bright orange, like convicts wear, and you see them in jails. And I remember seeing her drive by and just look at me in the face of, she was just really unhappy. And I was like, oh, well, I kind of laughed at her because she was so proud of her new vehicle that she worked so hard to get. But then after that, somehow me and these guys from the parts store, they were going to give me a ride home because for some reason I didn't have a car. And in the process of doing so, we were just sitting there talking and everything, and we were leaving town, and it became nightfall. And I just happened to look down on this overpass that we were going over, and during the waking world, there is nothing there. It's just grass. And in my dream, you could see all these glowing eyes, and they were around like this little pond area, and there was a few trees growing up out of the pond. They were like cypress trees or whatever. But the messed up part of this was there were a bunch of dead babies floating in that water. And I was like really horrified by it. And I was like, guys, look, maybe we should go see if there's something we can do, And this one guy just looked at me, and, there was just a feeling of something not quite right with this guy now. And he goes, it don't do any good. I've already been down there and I've already tried. It's just, there's nothing you can do. And we took this other guy home, and in his home, he had this big old mansion, big old house. And the garage was the biggest part of the house, and the garage door, I swear, was like 15 foot tall and probably 20 foot wide. And inside this room, once you walked inside of it, because he was like, hop out, guys, I'm gonna run in here real quick, and he come back out with a beer, and I was just looking around. I was like, man, what in the world? Because this room was bigger on the inside than it even appeared it could possibly be on the outside. And there were beds in the room, and bed rails and headboards and stuff like that, and they were just leaned up against the wall. And the odd thing about that was these beds were humongous. They were giant. I mean, the smallest one that I can remember seeing was probably 15 foot tall. I mean, long-wise, for the rails and stuff. And the headboards were huge. The biggest one I saw, it had to be like 30 or 40 foot tall. It was just incredibly, outrageously ridiculous. And I can't remember, but I tripped over something in the garage trying to get back to the van because I was like, man, I just need to get going, And I think that was because of the alcohol is what my reasoning was then. And we got back in the van, dude stayed there because he's like, man, I've already had two, I'm going to stay here. And I was like, wow, you drank 2 beer, we've been here 5 minutes, dude. And me and this other dude, we just got in the truck, or the van, and we took off, and that's pretty much where I woke up. Now, the dream that I had last night was, I was back with my ex-narc, and we were actually in our old bedroom making love, and it was it was really odd because I was getting off on the fact that she had lied to me so much, and I was enjoying the fact that what she lied to me about. And that was, even in my dream, I was like, why am I thinking about it this way? What is going on here? And not trying to be vulgar or anything, but I ended up doing that multiple times. And then I woke up. So I'm really not sure what these dreams mean. I mean, some pieces I can kind of put together with my waking life, but as far as the overall message, I have no clue. It's just really tripped me out, and it really bothers me that I'm having such horrific dreams in a way, especially the one with the dead babies. I mean, that, because the guy in the dream, he also told me, oh man, they're just dolls. And I remember thinking, why are there a bunch of dolls down there? And what's all them things with glowing eyes? I mean, they weren't normal like eye shine, you know, like you see in animals, like cat eyes when they light up. They were nothing like that. They were like silver. The whole eye was silver. And it just lit up like that. I mean, without any light shining on them. It was crazy. But I haven't slept very well. And, well, I didn't sleep very well last night for one reason is, I was chilling out with my friend. We were at McDonald's chilling out. And, I'm not repping McDonald's because I'm not a big fan of them, to be honest. I haven't been there in years. It's just someplace she'd like to happen to go. And we were sitting there talking. And, I got me a thing of tea, and I haven't had any caffeine in probably 2-3 months. And it was already 6 or 7 o'clock at night, and I made a mistake of drinking a big old cup of iced tea. And it was hard to go to sleep, you know. Normally I'm in bed by 9:30, and then up by 5:30. And I didn't get to sleep till probably 12, or laid down good till 12. But anyway, that's just kind of where I'm at. And if anybody has any ideas on what those dreams might mean, because I know even somebody's perspective, looking at it from a different angle, you know, could tell me something, you know. But other than that, my mood's been about the same. I've been struggling with the depression a little bit, and I have been ever since I got a text from my stepson saying, you know, he didn't like the way that I did his mom, and he didn't like the way that I did him or them. But a lot of people have told me they don't think that it was even him replying. You know, either way, I'm going to give him time, because he had to have seen it. He knows that I'm wanting to talk to him, and I'm here for him if he ever needs anything. But another thing I've decided, you know, I'm gonna trust in God in this custody thing, because there's nothing I've done. I've exhausted my money, and the lawyers act like it's no thing, because, you know, basically I think they're heartless. I really do. I mean, I know they have to make money just like everybody else, but, you know, come on, man. You could cut some people some breaks, but around here nobody does pro bono. I know they're supposed to, but nobody does. And I'm just going to leave it in God's hands, and I will say that I've already decided, with God's blessing, that the day of court, if I get up on the stand, I'm going to say this. I mean, I was rehearsing it going to sleep, that I'm going to tell them, you know, you people can sit here and you can judge me by what this one woman's saying without any evidence or proof or anything. And I offer proof to the contrary. Just remember this, that Jesus said, whatever you do it to the least of these, you do unto me. And you're sending this child back into hell. And I'm telling y'all what it's like. I'm giving you recordings and proof of what it's like. You just don't want to hear them. And I'm going to let them know that. And I've done everything I can. I'll do everything I can for my son. I'll never stop. That's not what I'm saying I'm going to do. But I'm just going to have to trust that God has a plan, and He's working toward the betterment of everything. And I know that things have to get worse before they get better. I mean, look at this. I mean, even though I'm going through a lot of inner turmoil, I'm still continuing to grow. I realize that. And it's only through God that I'm still growing, in Jesus Christ, you know. And it's an amazing thing. And that's where I'm at. I listen to Joe. I have an audio Bible because I learn better listening. But I was listening to Joe this morning, man, and a lot of that hit home. Then Psalms played, and a lot of that hit home. And it's just an amazing thing what's happening in my life right now. And I thank Jesus every day and every night. I'm pretty much in constant prayer. And I'm not saying that to be braggy or braggadocious or whatever the term is, but it's just where my heart is now. And I find joy and comfort in that. And I hope that anybody else that's going through this is able to find, joy and comfort in the Lord Christ too. And, I'm not a guy that was really ever repping Christ. I always believed, but I would never say anything. I never would talk about it, or talk about him or anything he's done or anything like that. And I just feel like now I need to. And if that bothers you, then I'm sorry that I'm not sorry, because there's a lot to this world that we don't understand, and getting with a narcissist is proof of that, because I did not understand any of that. I gotta check my mail, but it's all for my betterment. And I thank y'all for still tuning in. And I'm afraid I'm gonna knock my mirror off backing up, and I thank every one of y'all. But God bless.